Hey, how's it going, folks? I know things have been rough lately, so in light of that, I have decided to share some good news with you. Wait, I have the good news. Okay, took me a minute. But hey, did you know that Marvel and DC have recently lost the trademark on the word superhero? And I know this story is about a month old. I'm sorry, I've been busy, I've been doing stuff. But yeah, they lost the trademark to the word superhero. And I know what you're thinking. Marvel and DC co-own the trademark on the word superhero? Yes. Now they didn't own superheroes because there's a lot of companies and TV studios, film studios, comic book publishers, not book publishers that create superheroes. They own the word superhero. So you couldn't really title anything superhero or use the word very loosely without maybe getting into some legal trouble with them. Um, and this is not a recent thing. This is a thing that they both agreed on, which, by the way, is kind of unusual for competing companies to do such a thing. Happened in 1967, where they went in on the patent. And I can't help but think, 67, that's only really a decade after the court hearings in Congress dealing with juvenile delinquency. And for those of you who don't know, this is kind of where what a lot of fans and creators will refer to as the Seduction of the Innocent, which was a book written to blame juvenile delinquency on comic books. You see, rap music and video games hadn't been invented yet, so you got to blame something. So they went to comic books. What do kids read? Well, they read comics, and obviously it's comic books' fault. It can't be anything else in their lives. So it ended kind of with a draw, and it did end with the comic book companies, publishers, agreeing to police themselves. And the top two, really were a force in this agreement. And gee, what do you know? The main competition for DC and Marvel kind of went out of business because these codes were essentially restricting EC Comics, for instance, to really put out their works because EC Comics was doing like horror comics and crime comics and cowboy comics and a whole bunch of other stuff. It was really kind of like kicking their asses at the newsstand. And oh boy, I guess they don't make it into the code. They can't do it. They can't publish. And this is kind of what to me feels like another step in these companies trying to push down any potential competition. Now, there is plenty of publishers that have come out with their own superheroes, and that was the thing. You could make superheroes, but you can't really call them that. You can't title your books superheroes and stuff like that. So that did kind of restrict. And if you hadn't noticed, a lot of like non-Marvel DC stuff will not call their characters superheroes. Even if they are superheroes, they'll kind of come up with a different kind of name for them and stuff like that. Over the years, they have tried and succeeded and failed on suing companies and publishers that are putting out books. I forgot to look this up, but there was a book a few years ago that was an nonfiction instructional manual, and it had the word superhero in the title. They sued, they did lose. That was 5-10 years ago, frankly. And recently, I believe this is a British publisher, J S.J. Richholds, Super Babies, went and actually he took the step to aggressively challenge them on the trademark and won. And the court decided, by the way, that they can't own a word like superheroes because superhero is a generic term. Like cowboy and vampire and knight and samurai. The Bram Stoker estate doesn't own the word vampire. You can make whatever vampire book you want. Therefore, this is a very similar situation. And this is kind of amazing. It's since 1967. So the good news is, frankly, this gives smaller publishers the freedom to put out books and not really have to worry about two giant corporations coming down on them. And that's like, Image, Dark Horse, IDW, Boom Studios, so on and so forth. But not just them, because those are kind of corporations, really, themselves. That goes all the way down to the little guy. Guys like me, for instance. I produce comic books, and I do it on a shoestring budget. And I know plenty other wonderful independent creators out there putting books out. And we don't have to worry about it anymore. We can actually freely create. And I, on a personal note, I created Red Knight and started publishing him through Primal Paper Comics in 2011 until 2016, 2017, and I rebranded and relaunched the book under my own publishing house, Manos Publishing, in 2019. And when I was doing that, I actually did reconsider omitting the word out of fear that maybe, that somebody might come across and, sue me. These two giant corporations are going to be really worried about, I don't know, the few $100 I make a year doing this comic. That's going to really hurt them. Not a problem anymore. And that is just a victory to the little person out there trying to, put out their work. And I am really excited about this. I hope to do more videos about independent comic creators and books out there. There's some wonderful stuff out there, like The Edge, Drunk Mom, American Dreams, Like Father, Like Daughter, and I hope to, I want to put a little bit more of a spotlight on these books out there because they really deserve it. They're really terrific books. So hey, this is good news. What do you think? Do you think this is good news for the industry? Let me know, and especially, actually, let me know if there's any independent comics out there that I and the viewers of this video should check out. Either if you make the comics yourself or you read a particular indie comic that you're a fan of and deserves more attention. Let us know. We're always looking to find new books, frankly. You can subscribe, hit the notification bell, and for all things Manos, you can find me at, let's see, where? Facebook, Instagram, Threads, Tumblr, and I have a Substack where you can find my books and opinions about stuff as well as fiction by me. And there's free and paid tiers for that too, by the way. I think that's it. So I'm back, baby. Let's go. Push the button.